Hi everyone, welcome to Downward Dog Rising. It's Tracy here. I'm going to give you a lower body reformer workout, like a 20-minute workout. Alright, so if you want to focus on lower body, then here's a workout for you. We're going to start off with some bridging. Maybe try 3 springs, 3 heavy springs, 3 medium springs will do it. I'm going to go 2 reds and a green. So see what you think. And we're going to start with our headrest down because I want you to do some bridging. All right, so let's begin. Make sure your headrest is down. So you just check. We're going to lower down, lie on our back, and then try heels on foot bar. No weight in neck. Abdominals draw into spine, and I want you to bridge straight up into the air, stretch tailbone away, lower pelvis straight back to mat. So you're going to lift straight up, neutral bridge, tailbone long, abdominals tighten in, feel your glutes engage, really stretch tailbone away from you. Exhale to lift up, inhale to lower down, wonderful. And 7, you're going to lift straight up, lower straight down to mat, and 6 with the crossed collarbones, straight back to mat, and 5, collarbones wide, tailbone long, straight back to mat, 4, and down, and 3, feel how chest is open. 2 more. Feel low back elongating. Last one, those glutes are on fire. Lower straight down. Now walk your toes around the bar, balls of feet, press out, dip the heels, lift the heels, come back in with control. Just want you to stretch those lower legs. Feel those ankles articulating, stretching those Achilles tendons. 8, 7, feel the abdominal wall really deepening into your spine. 6 more. Spine is lengthened. And 5. 4 more. Soften those ribs together in front. 3. And 2. Last set. Come on home. Go back to your heels, make sure they're firm, they're not on the edge, they're really digging down onto the bar. Now we're going to go straight up, keep lengthening tailbone away from you, and then you're going to stretch out, those ribs integrate together, come back, exhale, and inhale, ribs knit together, and 8. If you feel any discomfort in low back, you wouldn't straighten out the knees, keep them soft a little for extra support. 7, keep scooping in, and 6, 5, 4 more, ribs expand, ribs knit. 3, 2 more, almost got a cramp on that one, and last one. Take a deep inhale, roll, soften your breastbone, and just roll down all the way to the tailbone. Hug knees in for a moment. Maybe rock side to side across your low back. Excellent. All right. Just wanted to warm you up a little. Next, we're going to take our foot bar all the way to the down position, like this. And then I'm going to ask you to go to a blue spring, a light spring, all by itself. And then we're going to need our box. So I'm going to grab the box. And I'm going to ask you to bring it short box. So it's going to go horizontally across, short box. And you're going to be on a single blue spring, light spring. And I want you to approach the box. You're going to come onto your side like this. Place your forearm across the edge of the box. And then basically, I'm going to have you walk your top foot into the strap. You'll probably have a black rope with I have the other type of straps, the black strap canvas with rather than leather or fuzzy things, so that's okay. So you'll have the rope. You place your foot in probably the long loop. You'll probably have a short loop and a long loop perhaps. Keep pelvis level, steady. Your collarbones are wide, and then you're gonna kick your leg back without moving either one of your hip bones. Inhale, exhale. So you're just gonna maintain a stable pelvis as you reach your leg back. Maybe you'll take your hand behind your head. Stabilize. And 5, resist, resist. You'll have those shoulder blades anchored down your back. And 4, 3 more. Feel that outer hip and thigh. Pelvis is stable. Those obliques wrap. And 3. 2 more. And last one. Excellent. Now we're going to circle. Good. Maintain pelvic stability. Nice and smooth. Ribs wrap. Inhale, exhale. And 3. And 2. Maybe your hands down here. Now we reverse opposite direction. Maintain control. Ribs wrap. Keep it in the muscles, the belly of the muscles, so your strap doesn't go lax. And 7, stretch around and back. Excellent. 6. And 5. And inhale, exhale, reach. And 4. And inhale, exhale, reach. And 3. And 2. Lengthen, reach. And last one. Wonderful. All right, we're going to come all the way home. Hang up that strap. And then let's do the other side. So we're just going to take a little walk around to the other side. Whoop. Just knocked something over. Okay. We approach it on the other side. So we just take our whole side. Come onto our box. You can use your forearm. Prop yourself up. Stack the knees and ankles, and basically you want these ribs not to collapse like that. You don't want to have your body collapsing onto your shoulder, so you push into the forearm, create space alongside of neck. You're going to grab a little loop closest to your feet, place the foot in the long loop. Ooh, I'm going to be kicking this reformer frame. Let's see if I never thought about that. I'm going to have to change this room again. Inhale, exhale, just do the best that I can since I'm in the middle of the video. 8, stretch and reach. And 7, keep pelvis stabilized. 6, 5, maybe you have hands behind head and neck. And 4, ribs wrap. And 3, yeah, I'm gonna change this room again. 2 more. Last one. Now we're going to go into a circle. So you're going to go inhale, exhale. Mine's going to become an oval because I don't have space, I don't think. 9, 8, those ribs wrap. 7, keep using deep core. And 6, and 5, those ribs are wrapping. 4 more. Keep your body stabilized. 3 more. 2, last one. Now we're going to reverse directions. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. Use your core. Inhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5. Feel that outer hip. 4, shoulder blades straight down your back. 3, 2 more, and last one. Excellent. So now you just hug in. We're going to slip the foot out of the strap. We're going to exit the box. Now I'm going to take you into the long box position. It just goes straight down the center. We're going to keep you on the one light spring, the blue spring. And then what I want you to do here, you're gonna come up on all fours like this. And then you just take one foot. I might do a slight adjustment here. Just slide back a tiny bit. Let's see if that helped. A little bit. All right. You're gonna take one foot right next to your shoulder rest here. This other leg is towards this edge, the middle, like in the center of your box. You're gonna keep your hip bones squared straight in front of you. And then basically what you do, you're gonna drop your foot over the frame. You're gonna feel how your abdominal wall lifts upwards to your spine. You're anchoring shoulder blades down your back. Now I want you to elongate the leg in line with your hip and glute, and then you control as you lower down. And then exhale, feel how shoulder blades anchor down your back. 7, reach and stretch, and 6, and 5, reach and stretch, 4 more, reach and stretch, and 3, glute kick, 2 more, reach in line with hip and glute, last one. Now I want you to bend and then kick straight out. Keep pelvis stabilized. Bend and press. Inhale, bend. Exhale. Use your core. Control each direction. And 6. 5 more. Reach and stretch. 4. 3 more. Scooping in. 2 more. And last one, excellent. Straighten out your leg. Now pump it up. Pulse. 8, 7, engage your glutes. 6, 5, and 4, and 3. 2 more. Last one. Come on in. Land. Walk your foot out of the strap. Hang up your strap, your loop. And you're just going to walk your knees right into the center. Take your other foot to the front edge where your shoulder rest is, and go ahead and just walk your foot straight through the strap. Then you can hook it around the arch, lengthen, head away from tailbone. You're gonna let your foot go to the outside of your carriage frame, outside of the railing, and then you're just gonna extend in line with glute. Inhale, exhale, straight back, keep pelvis level, steady. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. And 6, reach. Abdominals connect. 5, tailbone long. 4 more. Control. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, stretch and reach. 2 more. And inhale, exhale, reach. Pelvis is stable, just the leg moves. Last one. Now fold your knee in, little glute kick. Bend and press. Squeeze that glute. Inhale. Exhale, reach. If you have risers, your strap won't be rubbing like mine is. Inhale. Exhale, kick. And inhale. And exhale, reach. Excellent. Just going to slide a little bit. Inhale. Exhale. Good. 5, use your core, deepen that connection. 4 more, just gonna slide a little more, give a little more room, there we go. 3, reach and stretch. 2 more, reach and stretch. Last one. Now you're gonna pump up. 8, 7, 6, 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Land. I'm just going to bring your foot next to the shoulder rest. You can slip that foot out. Wonderful. Gently come down from your box. I'm going to have you add a red spring as well as a green spring. And then I'm going to ask you to place your box against the shoulder rests. And then I'm just going to give an average rule of thumb. If you're over 5 foot 7 inches tall, you might consider placing the box over the shoulder rest like that. And I'm not over 5'7", but depends on your leg length and everything, different things. And I'm gonna stick it over the shoulder rest. It stays in front of the aluminum. It just goes over the black part of the shoulder rest. And then you always check to make sure that your strap is secure, that the little round loops aren't loose. And you always get on and off by coming into the center of the box. So you just slide in. And then we're gonna take our feet under the strap. And then sometimes you may rest your feet on the frame, press your legs sideways so you feel the tops of your hips working, those outer hips and thighs, abductors. Harder is if your feet are up in the air and you keep pressing your feet into the edges of your strap. And then I'm gonna have you do one where you just like take hands over your shoulders, and then I want to get you into your core. So we're just going to do a flat back hinge and then lift through top of head. And then 7, just hinge flat back, rise up through top of head. And then 6, I want to do a little back extension for you, scoop in tight. And then 5, reach through top of head. 4 more. Use abdominals, really scooping into your spine. 3 more. Keep pressing feet into your strap. And then 2 more. Inhale, exhale, last one. Rising up. All right. Next, what I want you to do, we're gonna go into, I'm not gonna do climatry in this video. I'm gonna show you 3-way stretch so that you can stretch the hips that we just worked. Keep your right foot under the loop. Sit up tall on your sits bones. You're gonna grab your leg, sit tall 5 times. Do a leg extension. 4, get the stretch behind the knee, hamstring. 3, 2, last one. Then you reach for the ankle, the knee, wherever you can grab. And do another 5. Elevate your heart. 4, sit top. 3 and 2, last one. Grab the same side, so ankle. Grab the other handle on your box, stretch to the side of your body, but keep your heart lifted, keep your hip bones straight ahead. 4, 3, we're gonna do this little inner thigh stretch. 2 more. And last one. Now pass it across, high T-band stretch, avoid with hip replacement. Sit tall, reach across, sit tall, reach across. And 3, really lengthen up. 2, last one. Crisscross, ankle over knee, sit tall. And I want you to just hinge over the leg. Feel that lateral hip stretch in your glute. Rise up, flat back it over. 4, get those hips slow back to release. 3, stretch and reach. 2 more times. And last one, stretch, hinge. Sometimes we do round back here, and sometimes we do flat back. I'm choosing flat back today. Switch, take your foot under the strap on the other side of your body. Sit up tall, hug in, sit right on those sits bones. Now we'll lengthen for 5. Sit tall, scoop core in. 4 and 3. Stretch that leg long. 2. Last one. Reach for the knee, the shin, the ankle, wherever you can grab. Do another 5. Lift up your heart. 4, reach through top of head. And 3, lengthen. Feel those hamstrings stretch. 2, one more time. Hold your ankle with the right hand. Take the left hand to the corner of the box. Keep chest open. Hips are straight, squared straight ahead of you. Do 5, stretch adductor group, inner thigh. 4 more, stretch to the side. And 3, 2 more. Last one. Grab a hold of your ankle, your shin, your knee, wherever you can grab. Take a hold of the other side of your box. Sit tall, reach across the front, come back in, and 4, That iliotibial band tracked all the way down. 3. Sitting tall. 2 more. And last one. Wonderful. Now you're going to fold that ankle. Grab a hold of your corners of your box. Lift up your heart and hip hinge. Keep spine reaching long. Flexing your feet for a deeper stretch. Exhale, scoop core tight. Come back in. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, get a deep stretch into your hip. And last one, you're going to inhale, exhale, stretch. Awesome. Come all the way back up. We're going to release our foot from the strap. And always you just step from the center. Take a little step right out like that so you don't tip over your box or anything. And then once you take off the box, then I'll give you a little alternative for a little kneeling lunge and then our standing split. So you're going to put on your bar. You'll be on medium bar. On the newer machines, you'll be on the center bar. This is an older one, so it has a high bar and a low bar. So I'm taking it up to the high, which the high is the new machine's middle. So now, this one's a peak. I have 2 peak and I have 2 balanced body, but I need to fix them. They need some maintenance after being in a storage unit for 7 years. And I don't think there was AC, so some of this stuff got messed up, so I gotta fix everything. All right, here, your feet are gonna go against your shoulder rests. And then what I want you to do, I'm gonna have you do a knee massage, neutral spine, narrow the 2 hip points together, press into your palms. You're gonna inhale as you go back, and then emphasize the exhale coming in. Keep hips stabilized. And 4, keep hips stable. 3 and 2, last one. Excellent. Now take your left foot, wrap your toes around the frame. You want to elevate your heart over the bar. Make sure you hold the bar. You don't want to fall forward into the springs. There are lunges that you can do and not hold, but this is a good idea to hold the bar for this one. You're going to lift your heart above the bar, and then you're going to extend back. Keep your hip bone straight, tailbone long. And 6, lift up your heart, tighten core to low back, and 5. 4 more. Getting the hip flexor, the hamstring to stretch, core is strong. 3, working on hip alignment, pelvic girdle stability. 2, last one. Awesome. Now, I want you to think of your tailbone lengthening down, your hip bones press forward. You scoop your abdominals in like crazy. Squeeze your glute. Now push and lift up that back leg. Now go ahead and do your split on this one. Inhale, come over the bar. Exhale, stretch the leg long. Wherever you can press to, your back foot's firm, pressed into the shoulder rest. Follow the foot. And 6, lengthen, keep lifting your heart above the bar. 5, exhale, 4 more. And 3, 2 more. And last one. All right, bring foot down, kneel. Now, I'm gonna have you switch. So you bring your other foot around the bar, tailbone stretches long, you press your hips forward, and then you're gonna keep breastbone long. Inhale, tighten core to spine. Exhale, shoulder blades down your back. Breathing in, exhale, lengthen and reach. Keep that spine reaching long. And 8. Good. 7. I'm still pressing my back foot into the shoulder rest. I have weight going down through each leg. Breathing in, breathing out. You wouldn't do this if it hurts to kneel. You wouldn't do this with a knee replacement or after knee surgery. Make sure you're healed. 4. Reach and stretch. And 3. We do this in yoga. This would be Ardha Hanuman, half split in yoga. Last one. Inhale, exhale. And then I'll give you the harder alternative. You have to let your tailbone drop. You press your hips forward. Now you're really gonna turn on this glute as you push down into the foot bar. You gotta lift up that leg. Now extend. Inhale, come in, exhale, and reach. Good. Lift your heart over the bar. Exhale, keep threading those abdominals deep into your back. Work on your hip alignment. The hips are aiming straight ahead. Inhale, exhale. And 5, stretch and reach. 4 more. Core is strong. And 3. 2 more. And last one. Awesome. Then you gently come in, bring your foot down. Now, what I want you to do here, I'm going to ask you to do down stretch to get a little bit of a stretch in your middle back before we end. Palms firm on foot bar. Elevate your heart. Drop the tailbone. Do a deep exhale as you press back. Now lift up. Open your heart. Press back. Elevate, really stretch. That's that little middle back extension for this one. And you inhale, you lift your heart over the bar. Exhale, inhale. Tighten core to spine. And 5, shoulder blades down your back. And 4, open your heart. And 3, spine is long. Lift, lift, lift. 2 more. And inhale and exhale. All right. Next, I'm gonna ask you to come down. And I wanna do, let's see. I'm gonna have you do one more thing. We're gonna go back to 3 red springs, 3 heavies. Maybe you'll have 2 reds and a green. And then I'm gonna ask you to do something called pelvic lift, bottom lift, pelvic lift. So we're gonna make sure our headrest is down. And then we're just gonna come all the way down to our mat. And what I want you to do here, no weight in neck. You're gonna have your heels slide. Let's do this lying down, then we'll do it lifted. Second position, heels opposite corners of your foot bar. Spine is long, ribs knit. And you're just gonna inhale, push out, resist, resist, come home. Resist, come in, feel hamstrings, glutes. Making sure you're not locking the knees, avoid locking the joints. And 6, come back, feel like there's space right there in the hip socket. 5, and 4, and 3. So any amount of Pilates you do will be beneficial for you. You don't have to do a whole hour workout to receive benefits from it. So once you come in, your heels are firm, your core is drawing in, the 2 hip points draw together, transversus abdominis like a horizontal belt. So you're gonna bridge your pelvis up, really stretch your tailbone long, your glutes are engaged. You're pressing out, control in, make sure you feel even on each side, like you're not overusing one side more than the other. Really engage your glutes, your pelvis is stabilized. Exhale, really pull those ribs down together in front. Exhale. Exhale, pull those ribs together, work those glutes. Four more. Control, feel those ribs knit. 3, 2 more. And last one, come all the way home. And then just lower the hips straight down. Now bring your heels to the middle of the foot bar. Now I want you to do a posterior pelvic tilt back. So this is gonna go into spinal flexion, C curve. If you have osteoporosis, avoid. You could just do straight lift up, straight down. Peel up, vertebra by vertebra. create space in your spine. Inhale, soften your breastbone, and then you're going to release the breastbone. Exhale. Exhale. Try to roll through your spine. Sometimes you'll wobble side to side because of different strengthening on each side. We want each side to wake up and work equally so we don't wobble side to side. So we're going to do another one like that. Posteriorly tilt pelvis. Really feel your core. Try to work your way up the spine to middle back, shoulder blades. Now really feel wide across shoulders, chest, no weight in the neck. Soften through your breastbone. All the way. This gets more fine tuning as you do it, because your articular facet joints can lock down when your back is super tight. And then we're just trying to like create a little bit of motion through there. This is contraindicated if your spine has had fusion surgery. By the way, you would avoid articulating because your spine is meant to stay together. So let's do one more. Just wanted to remind everyone of that. Tilt your hip bones back. Roll up. Try to really get control. Feel the open spaciousness across shoulders, chest. Lengthen your tailbone. Breathe in. Exhale. Soften. I got some wobbles I'm trying to control. The exhales help you move through. And all the way to the tailbone. Wonderful. Peel up. Take a deep inhale, deep exhale for a second. Inhale, exhale. Center back between those shoulder blades. And then I'll give you a little low back release with the Achilles tendons releasing and the soleus, this lower part of the calf muscle. Your toes wrap over the bar. You press out. Lower the heels under, get that deep stretch. See how long you could keep the heels down. See how long you could keep them there as you slowly come home. Let's do 3 more. Out, heels dip, hold them there. Feel how your tailbone drops, that low back stretches. 2 more. Press those heels down. Ribs pull down together, control, get that back to open up. And last one, out, those heels dip. Let's do an extra. My machine's squeaky. And last one, heels press down, ribs knit. Really stretch the lower part of the legs. Oh, that felt so good. All right, and now I just want you to hug in for a second. Gently rock side to side across the low back. Maybe you'll want to do a roll up to come up. So you just take one leg at a time and just extend over your bar. Just give yourself a little space from the edge. And then you're going to just take the arms up into the air. Inhale, core draws in. And then you're just going to slowly exhale, rising up and reach. And then that's your routine for today. So I thank you so much for joining me for this Pilates Reformer lower body workout. I hope you enjoyed a sample of what Pilates can do for you. So keep watching. If you like my content, hit like, share, subscribe, and I'll bring you new content. All right, peace everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.